there's one skill that is going to either make or break your Amazon business. And if it actually breaks your Amazon business, it's going to fuck up your whole life, because it can fuck up your credit and it can fuck up your finances as well. This skill is being able to manage cash flow, because if you do it right, you can actually be able to scale your Amazon business extremely fast. But if you do it wrong, you are going to potentially fuck up your credit, fuck up your finance, fuck up your future. So in today's video, we are going to talk about this, because there's a lot of nuance in that space, and not a lot of people talk about it. So yeah, you know, I'm that guy that always talk about the stuff that other people do not talk about, because it does not make as many views. So this is what we are going to talk about in today's video. Before we actually do, you guys know that I am now offering one-on-one coaching if you want to scale your Amazon business further. It does not matter if you're a beginner and you just want to kickstart your business, or if you are a little bit more advanced and you are trying to, you know, go from 10 to 25, potentially $40,000, $50,000 a month. Link in the description, book a call with me, look at my availability. It's always easier to reach your goal faster when you have a mentor, because you are going to avoid a lot of mistakes, because if you have someone that went through that process before you, you are going to learn way faster. So link in the description, book a call with me if you're interested. Second link, we have a Discord server, you guys know it. It's the best place to meet other people selling on Amazon. It's the best place to actually start networking, because having a mentor is great, but like, you need to network with a lot of people. You need to talk to a lot of people and make friends in the industry, because you're gonna learn so much stuff just with this, and it is totally free. It's the highest return on investment task that you can start right now, because you have no idea how it's going to help you in the future. And I cannot stress it enough, the Discord server is one of the best places to actually network, because we are always over there answering questions. Just start being active, you'll make some friends. I made a lot of friends on the Discord server, a lot of guys that are on the Discord server that were watching these channels. I'm proud to be able to call them friends now. So yeah, join the Discord server, come and go out with people. Maybe we will not become friends, maybe you do not like me, but you will find other people that you will be glad that you can call them friends in the future, because it helps a lot and you're gonna learn a lot of shit. So, as I said, there's two big parts, there's two big stages in which your business is gonna be at, and your cash flow management strategy is gonna differ based on which one. It's gonna be totally different if you are in the first one or in the second one. The first one is the phase where you are reinvesting a lot of money aggressively, and your cash flow management strategy is not going to be the same that if you are actually trying to if your business is already making $100,000 a month, and you know you are in maintenance mode, you have your team, you know exactly how much money you're going to make, you are always going to put the same amount of input, and you already pay yourself a salary, you always keep the same amount, you reinvest the same amount. It's going to differ, all right? It's going to be totally different. It's not going to be the same strategy. When you are reinvesting aggressively, if you do not know your shit, if you do stuff badly, you are going to fuck up your credit, and it's going to make it 10 times harder for you to scale further if you want to after that. The first thing, if you are in the first stage, if you are reinvesting your money aggressively and you are trying to get some capital, all right, to get some loans to use, because a lot of guys actually scale using the Amex Plum card, because you have 60 days to repay. So you can spend money today when your bill cycle open and pay back in 60 days instead of 30 days if you use regular charge cards, right? So it's basically free money that you can use every single month to actually scale your business. So every single period of 60 days, we should say. So if you do not know, there's one thing that's really important at that stage. If you do not know the average day, like your inventory turnover, the average day an item spent in your inventory on your Amazon account, you are not ready yet. If you do not understand those numbers, you are not ready yet to use credit to actually grow. All right, you are not ready to leverage credit, because you need to understand your numbers. First of all, your business needs to be profitable, because if you start leveraging credit and your business is not profitable, you're just going to lose more money. That's the first thing I should have said. But after that, you need to understand your inventory turnover, how many times in a year you flip your money, with your business, because if an item spends 75 days in your inventory, all right, and you actually try to leverage credit with the Amex Plum, while you only have 60 days to pay the Amex plan back, you already see that it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to spend to pay back that money. While if your average day in inventory is like 30 days and the Amex plan, like you have 60 days to pay, it's a cheat code, basically, because you can max out your Amex plan. And I'm not saying that you should do this, but like if you really know what you're doing, you could basically max out your Amex plan. It's free money, and it's like free money. At that point, it's free money. Once you know your numbers, you know how to source, and I can't stress it enough. Because if you're a beginner, do not do this. But like once you start knowing all that stuff, it's basically free money to grow your business fast, right? If you have already good credit, but like if your credit is fucked up, it's not gonna work. If you have new credit, just like me, I'm not American, I did not grow up in America, it's not gonna be as easy, right? To get all those cars and stuff like that. And you need to work on it, and I'm working on it, and I'm getting there soon, right? And you're gonna need to do the same thing. But this is when it comes to short-term loans and using the Amex Plum like a lot of guys do to scale their Amazon business, right? The Amex Plum is basically a cheat code whilst you're a little bit advanced, and once you understand your numbers and you understand how much you can spend with this card to actually scale your business, because it's free money basically. You're not, if you can pay it back, not pay interest, you can flip your money before. But for that, you need to know your numbers. You need to go to your Amazon account and see what the average day in inventory of your items, of your inventory, like is, all right? That's number one. Now, when it comes to loan, you need to understand how many times your inventory, like when it comes to longer term loan, right? When you are at that stage, you need to understand how many times, because if you take a loan for 6 months, you need to understand how many times your inventory is going to flip and at what return on investment it's going to flip during those 6 months, right? So if you take a $10,000 loans and you know that in 1 year your inventory flips 6 to 7 times, which is average, right? Which is pretty much average, 6 to 7 times. At 30% return on investment, let's say on those $10,000 you pay $2,000 of interest, which is a lot, but it could be, right? It could be, because with Amazon loans, sometimes it's fucked up. So if you know that you're gonna flip this money, like in those 6 months, you're gonna flip that money 3 times, all right? Those $10,000, 3 times at 30% return on investment, you already know that after the first flip, so after the first 2 months, you are already cash flow positive. So if you pay $2,000 in interest, and after the first period, after the first cycle of your inventory, from those $10,000 that you actually borrowed, you would have made already $3,000 in profit. So you are $1,000. You can pay back the whole, like the interest, $2,000, and you're already $1,000 in the positive. So this is why you really need to understand your numbers, especially when you start. This is what you should try to focus, and you should start to actually first get proof of concept when you start, because a lot of guys want to leverage credit and they haven't even started the business. It's not going to work. You're going to fuck up your credit. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to fuck up your credit. So you need to understand this stuff. You need to understand your numbers. You first need to get proof of concept, understand how the business works, all that stuff. And then you need to actually, know your numbers, get your numbers right, and then start borrowing money. Not after that. Not before that. You first need to get your number right, get your numbers where they should be to be able to borrow money, and then borrow money. No. If you're a little bit more advanced, and my camera is soon gonna die, like the battery is gonna die. So if it dies, if the video dies, I said what's most important for the beginners, because once you are a little bit more advanced, it's pretty easy to forecast your cash flow and to basically know how much money you need to spend every single month, and you know exactly how much money you're gonna reinvest. And so you basically know. If you know all your numbers, you know what type of loan you can take, how much loan you can take, and what becomes important is really how much money your business is able to spend a day on average. You need to know this. If you are unable to spend $2,000 a day, and you take a $100,000 loan, you're gonna the money is gonna sit on your account, and you're gonna get killed with the interest. So this is the most important things when it comes to this. But we'll make a video on the most on what for that second stage when you're a little bit more advanced. I'll make a different video on that, because right now, personally, this is where I'm at. This is not really where I'm at, but I'm more in a maintenance mode. I do not want to invest more money from my own pocket. I do not want to use too much credit card right now because I'm comfortable with where I am. I'm traveling, all that stuff. I have a lot of things to think about when it comes to, you know, bills to pay and stuff like that, because you guys know I'm working on a lot of stuff right now. So I'm comfortable where I am, but I'm ready whenever I have the capital to invest external capital. And I take my time because I really want it to be more towards Q4, but I'm really taking my time. My numbers are ready. If I need to inject more money, I'm ready. I have the capacity to do it. And this is what's more important when you are at that stage. If more money comes my way, if I have access to more capital, I'm ready to scale aggressively. If not, I'm chilling. This is where I am. And yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. We'll talk a little bit more about the second stage in a future video. I hope this video was helpful, though. Link in the description for the Discord server. Link in the description if you want to call